Hi, I'm Rachel Handler, and welcome to the Disability Channel. I'm here at the Runway of Dreams Foundation Fashion Show. I was so honored to walk in this fashion show in 2019, and I'm thrilled to be back here in New York City at New York Fashion Week at the Runway of Dreams Foundation, celebrating inclusive designers who are creating adaptive clothing for the mainstream, like Tommy Hilfiger, Zappos Adaptive, Kohl's, Target, Stride Rite, JCPenney, and more. So let's head to the red carpet and check out the action. I am here representing the Disability Channel at Runway of Dreams Foundation, and I'm so excited to be interviewing Dave Stevens. Dave, I have to say, first of all, congratulations on the Inspirational Achievement Award.
Thank you.
So exciting. And since we're at a fashion show, I have to ask, who are you wearing?
Well, I'm not used to saying this, but I'm wearing a custom Tommy Hilfiger suit. Go figure, Hilfiger. But it's amazing to be here. It's weird to be on this side of it where you're, the people in the glass bowl, the fish bowl, everybody's looking at. But, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Disability Channel and the challenges that we get to do covering sports and everything. And it just shows you that the hard work that Jay and everybody's doing is paying off. And we are getting noticed, and now we're on the Runway of Dreams. And I'm with Lee Steinberg, who's introducing me tonight, and some other amazing models. So it's just a great night. It's really surreal.
I love it. I love it. And I feel like disability is coming to the big leagues, to use an athletic sports term, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like what Mindy's doing here, trying to give kids and parents that clothing opportunity. That's what this is all about, is getting kids with disabilities who don't wear jeans the right way, or their shirts don't fit, or any of those kind of things. So just to be a part of that, and then to have to dress up and get a fancy watch and everything, I mean, it's pretty cool.
I love it. And as the Inspirational Achievement Award winner, I'm curious, how would you define inspiring? How would you define inspiring?
Well, I don't know if it's a lot of inspiring. It's a lot of perspiring, a lot of perspiration. I'm dying, but I've just lived my life as people, the fans that watch the Disability Channel. I've played sports, I do TV. It's my normal, and that's what we're trying to do, is educate people that if you're missing a leg, if you've got something wrong with you internally, it's not a death sentence. You can go out and achieve anything you want, and I'm the poster child of that. So yeah, here I am, Runway of Dreams on Fashion Week. 55-year-old legless dude, doesn't get any better than this.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Thank you so much
for
chatting with us.
We'll see you later. Thank you.
He's the father of 3 teen boys. He currently oversees the Ability Media Initiative at Quinnipiac University, teaching media and production to disabled students and creating job opportunities and fostering careers. So, the greatest athlete I ever have a chance to honor, and the greatest broadcaster, Mr. Dave Stevens.
That's quite an honor. I'm going to have to leave this here. Now, we have that old saying, never judge a book by its cover, and well, this old fat guy comes out in a wheelchair without legs, and you're probably wondering, well, what did he do? How did he do this? It's pretty ridiculous. I can't believe anything like this. Lee's probably telling a fake story, I don't know. But, I want to take you on a little journey of my life, and we'll just kind of sit here and I'll kind of go through what I did. And, first off, I was born without legs, so strike one. Strike two, I was put up for adoption right at the hospital, but a World War II veteran and a housewife adopted me right from birth. And they showed me that I could be anything that I wanted to be, with a lot of love, a lot of guidance, and they never held me back. The only problem was we were really poor. But with the help of the Shriners, I started putting on shows at an early age. You can see I love Mike. And they got me in artificial legs and helped me and really provided that opportunity where I could be eye level. But as I said, we were really poor. We moved around a lot, 13 houses. This was the last house I lived in Whitman, Arizona. One-room house, I didn't even have a bedroom. I took my kids there a few years back, and my oldest son, Brady, said, "Dad, why did you choose to live here?" And I said, "Brady, I didn't choose to live here, but I could choose where I wanted to end up." So I decided to turn my disability into my ability by playing able-bodied sports like all you leggies out there. I played baseball, I played football, and I wrestled. I won tournaments. I was a starting right fielder. I was a starting nose guard in high school in Arizona, doing things that no one had ever done, just because I wanted to. This was my normal. And because of those opportunities, it led to being on a TV show called That's Incredible with Fran Tarkenton. And I told him I wanted to be on TV, and I wanted to replace Howard Cosell, and I wanted to play professional baseball. Now, I've lived a Forrest Gump life, and that same little kid on that show, whacking balls off my artificial legs, Tiger Woods. So I've lived a Forrest Gump life. But I decided I was going to take it to the next level. I took it to Augsburg University, becoming the only legless player in football history. And that led to some other amazing things, playing on Team USA around the world, and that tryout with the Dallas Cowboys. When you're in that stadium with all these other athletes and all eyes are on you, it's pretty intimidating, but yet it was such a magical moment. But that wasn't my ultimate dream. My ultimate dream was to play professional baseball, which I got that opportunity in St. Paul in 1996, starting at second base, leading off a game, playing with Darryl Strawberry and Jack Morris on the mound. And you know what? I'd achieved those dreams. But my other dream was, of course, working in professional television, which I started at an early age, wound up at ESPN for 20 amazing years, winning 7 Emmy Awards, not because I had no legs. It was because of my ability, not my disability. And because of that, now I get to go around the world and interview athletes for the Disability Channel, talking to some of the biggest stars, appearing at some of the Super Bowls and venues all over the world, getting to see these guys, getting them to act like just normal people, talking to me, getting down on their butt, just having fun, just looking at me like I'm a human being that can make a contribution to the world, like Lee Steinberg and Patrick Mahomes and all the guys that I get to talk to. My life has been amazing, and now I work for Ability Media in Quinnipiac, where we give those kids that chance that I didn't have, you know, to be on TV, to work behind the scenes. And I put on baseball camps around the country, playing baseball with a blind girl, taking her around the bases, teaching her how to catch. I don't have to do it, I want to do it, because just like Mindy, I'm trying to make a difference and trying to make an impact. And if you understand how beautiful it is to teach a kid with a disability to live normal, to smile, to just be able to feel it's okay. But my greatest accomplishment in my entire life has been raising my 3 sons. And they know that their dad is just as normal as anybody else. And because of what Mindy is doing here, it gives people hope and an opportunity. You don't know what it's like to go through life and have everybody stare at you every minute of your day. Every minute I come into a room, I'm the first person that people look at because I'm a little different. But this is my normal. I have to teach people that that is your normal. If you wear glasses, if you have a learning disability, if you've overcome something, that's your normal. We label people disabled. A car is disabled. That's a bad thing. A handicap is something you should have at golf, not in life. We need to change our terminology, things like Special Olympics. I don't want my kid to be special. I want him to be a hero. I want him to be a champion. So when we're working on empathy and we're working about these things, consider that. Just treat people with sympathy and empathy and love. Because this is my normal. This is how I've lived my life. I'm not a hero. I'm not a superstar. I'm emotional right now just because I think of the amazing things that Mindy is doing for everybody in this room. All these amazing people that are here. Heck, we've got all these fashion designers working together. Can we get you guys in Congress so we can work on some things? Just amazing. Kudos to all of you. So, I know I've gone over my time, but I just want, if you could take one thing away from me, appreciate what you have. Look at people and realize that we all have gifts. My gifts are I don't have legs. I'm so glad I wasn't born any other way. You know, the only difference is I put my legs on 2 legs at a time on my pants. And thank you, Tommy Hilfiger, for customizing this suit. They wasted a lot of money chopping off the legs, but hey. So, thank you guys very much.